Hey there, I'm Richard, and today I'm excited to show you Ciro Autopilot, an AI agent specifically designed to help sales teams build the perfect prospect list in under 5 minutes. If you're like me, your day's packed with cold calls, LinkedIn messages, and writing emails, all while trying to sound like a real human. But before you can even start, you waste hours just looking for the right people to contact. It's always a trade off: move fast or get good leads. But with AI, we don't think you should have to choose. Let me show you how it works.
All right, to get started, I'm going to use Ciro's database to kick off my search. Every search in Ciro starts with a description. You'll see that Ciro creates several personalized examples for me, but for today, let's try one from one of my customers. They're looking specifically for directors of customer success at US edtech companies with over 100 million in revenue. I know their AEs personalize their outreach, so let's have the AI pull accomplishments from the contact's profile. Cool, let's go. Immediately, I can see that the AI lays out how it's planning to tackle this problem. You'll notice it's trying two search strategies in parallel, and that's because we taught it a process of trial and error to really dial in a search. I can see it's understood what I'm looking for, but it notices that searching by industry, which is a broader search, may not be very efficient since only 1 in 7 contacts are getting qualified. On the other hand, it is recommending this other strategy, which finds specific companies first, and that seems to have more promising results. But let's inspect this approach a bit. And to do that, I'm going to look at the filters it's applying. So for job titles, I was looking for customer success directors, and it's correctly added a few similar titles. Great. I can also see it's found over 200 edtech companies. I immediately recognize a few, like Khan Academy, so that looks good. And finally, let's check the scoring criteria. We designed this so Ciro can rank contacts based on fit across title, company, and other criterion I'm looking for. I can add or make edits to this, but these look pretty good, so let's move to preview. Here, at this next step, you can see that the AI does a deep scan into each company. And the reason why we call this the preview is because we want you to be able to review the final product before spending credits. It'll return 7 results, and it looks like 3 meet all my criteria. But once again, let's double check its work. The first contact, Jeff, he's definitely a leader in the customer success org, and Coursera is definitely in edtech and is a fit. And I can also see the AI's found several mentions of accomplishments, so that looks pretty good. It looks like contacts number 2 and 3 meet the criteria as well. But before we move on, it's also helpful to see folks who may not meet all the criteria or where the AI isn't sure, like this one. For these, I can decide if the criterion is a must-have and can filter them out in the next step. So without further ado, let's move to the final stage. And for demo purposes, I'm going to tell Ciro to find me 10 contacts. Typically, though, I'm building a list of anywhere between 100 to 1,000. All right, I'll give Ciro a few seconds to build this list. But taking a step back, list building is usually such a manual process today that it easily takes several hours. But hopefully with Ciro, you're starting to see the potential of it just taking a few moments. All right, it's done. Looks like 6 of the 10 meet all my criteria. That's great. And since we audited the AI's logic in the earlier step, I feel comfortable moving forward. I'll select each of them, and at this stage, I could export them directly, but let's go ahead and request their emails and phone. That way, I'll be able to reach them more easily. And while this waterfall works its magic, I'll mention one other thing, which is that Ciro uses a proprietary data waterfall. We're connected to over a dozen data providers to check for quality. That means emails are deliverable and phone numbers are cell phone numbers when you get them back from Ciro. And from here, I can do a couple of things. I can have it continue the search and add more contacts. But for now, why don't I go ahead and download this so I can add it to my CRM and outreach.
And that's just the beginning. Ciro's on a mission to take more of the heavy lifting off your plate so you can spend more time closing and less time searching. If this looks interesting, try it out for yourself at ciro.io. We can't wait to hear what you think.